Hey friends! Welcome back to another Thailand adventure. In this video, we spend time with some gentle giants at a retired elephant sanctuary and enjoy an amazing meal at Kan Eang right at the Chalong Pier. Let's get into it. Mike spent a lot of time researching ethical elephant parks to make sure we weren't supporting anything harmful, and that's how he found Bukit Elephant Park. This sanctuary is home to several retired female Asian elephants, giving them a chance to thrive in a peaceful, open space filled with food, care, and love. The park prioritizes their well-being above all, offering a thoughtful experience where visitors can interact with rescued elephants in their natural habitat. There's no riding, no bathing, and no performances. Just a chance to learn about their lives and behaviors in a respectful way. Bukit is deeply committed to responsible, ethical elephant tourism, and all the elephants here are free from chains and exploitation. One tip if you plan to visit is to bring long socks. You'll likely want to wear the boots that they provide. It's not a requirement, but it is highly recommended. Mike and I forgot ours, but luckily the gift shop does sell socks, along with plenty of other beautiful items. Once you arrive at the park and get your footwear sorted, you'll meet your lovely tour guide, Mr. OK. He'll give you a quick introduction to the sanctuary, then divide everyone into 4 color-coded groups. We were group pink. We'll explain why that matters later. The first activity of the day is feeding these beautiful ladies some bananas, and let us tell you, they are hungry. These elephants have powerful trunks and burn through bananas fast. They were still reaching for more even after every bowl was empty. So be sure to listen to your guides throughout the day. They're there for both your safety and the elephants. Respect is key here. After that amazing introduction to a few of these beautiful girls, we got to follow behind them through the jungle to reach their open field. Here we got to learn even more about Asian elephants, like how they spend most of their days just eating. Because of their massive size and energy needs, combined with a digestive system that really isn't that effective, they need to consume a lot more just to fuel their day activities like roaming and foraging. What a nice life, huh? We also learned about each elephant's unique story and what kind of life they had before arriving to this peaceful sanctuary where they can finally rest and roam free. After taking some photos from a safe distance, we were offered free water and we got to learn even more about elephants and how they love to bathe and cool down. What was really interesting is that each elephant seemed to take turns during this part, almost like they were giving each other their own personal space and time to enjoy the water just by themselves. It was such a cool thing to witness. We loved watching them get fully submerged in the water and spray themselves with their trunks, and being able to rub up against the muddy hills around the pond was also really cool to see. When the first elephant started making her way out, she even let out some joyful sounds, and that was honestly such a heartwarming moment for us. It was impossible not to smile watching them just be themselves, living freely and happily. There's only a few elephants in the sanctuary that actually enjoy being petted and interacted with humans. And this came as a surprise to us. We didn't expect to get this close in person. At first, we were a bit hesitant. I mean, these are massive, majestic creatures. But the guides were great at showing us just how close we could safely get, and even pointed out where the elephants like to be petted and scratched. They truly are gentle giants. This part of the tour was incredibly special to us, and we loved every second of it. Now circling back to those color-coded groups we mentioned before. Each group gets to participate in something educational and helpful to the sanctuary. Whether it's a Thai cooking demonstration, making traditional coconut milk, or planting seedlings, or learning about how to make rubber. Or what we got to do, which was preparing meals for the elephants and feeding them by hand. This was such a sticky process, but super cool. Their tongues are super warm and strong, and it was such a wild sensation. I couldn't help but giggle every time their tongue would grab at my hand while I was just trying to place the food ball on their tongue. Did I mention that these gals are hungry? Yeah, they be hungry gals. I can relate, girly. I can relate. If you're looking to get up close with one of Thailand's most beautiful animals, this is definitely a park worth checking out and supporting. Not only do they offer a meaningful and ethical experience, but they also provide free round-trip transportation from your hotel, making it super convenient. On top of the education and fun, they welcome you with complimentary tea, coffee, or other refreshments, and there's a lunch buffet available if you choose to dine there. There are different packages depending on the experience you're after, and honestly, you won't go wrong with any of them, because no matter which one you pick, you're gonna leave with such a feel-good feeling. There was no question here, Bukit Park gets a 5 out of 5 from us. We stayed at the beautiful Villa Zolitude Hotel, and we'll have a video all about that stay coming soon, so stay tuned. The reason why we're mentioning that now is because the lovely staff there helped us find a great place to eat after our visit at the Elephant Park. They even arranged transportation for us, which was such a kind touch. They recommended a spot right at Chalong Pier called Kan Eang, and it turned out to be such a gem. We found out partway through our meal that it's actually owned by the same people who run Three Monkeys, which we thought was a cool connection. It also happened to be their 50th anniversary, which made the experience feel even more special. Kan Eang has a massive variety of options across multiple menus, everything from Japanese-style dishes to Western favorites, plus drinks and desserts. On top of being in a beautiful location, this place is massive. It stretches far along the pier and offers plenty of space to take in the ocean breeze. The ambience here is immaculate, with soft lighting, a calm energy, and a perfect view for winding down after a big day. To start, we both went for the spring rolls. As you may know from earlier videos, we love trying them in different places and comparing them. These were perfectly crispy, flavorful, and not too greasy, exactly what we were hoping for. Out of all the spring rolls that we tried on our Thailand trip, these landed in the number 2 slot. We'll share number 1 in a future video. For drinks, we both went with some fun and unique cocktails. Mike ordered a crab rock, a cocktail made with gin, homemade lychee syrup infused with butterfly pea, ginger, honey, and lime. He enjoyed the taste. He said it was light and refreshing, but he wasn't the biggest fan of the lychee bits. He said it kept getting stuck in his straw. I went for the fish tank cocktail. This was made with rum, homemade banana syrup, blue curacao, lychee juice, coconut milk, and lime. This one was a total win for me. It was light and refreshing and packed with tropical flavors. It felt like the perfect drink for vacation mode. Another starter that we tried were the fish cakes. And wow, these could honestly be a meal on their own. If you're planning on having this as a shareable, it might be best to have more than just 2 people at the table. They're bigger than they look. They're super flavorful, packed with herbs and spices. They do have a bit of a fish-forward taste, so keep that in mind, but we still found them extremely delicious, a really satisfying dish. For our mains, we went all out and ordered 3 different dishes to try. I went with the lobster ravioli and the salmon poke bowl, while Mike chose the beef massaman. The lobster ravioli might just have been the best meal of the entire trip for me. The sauce was rich and creamy, and the pasta tasted homemade, and the lobster inside was tender and perfectly cooked. Truly a spectacular dish. Mike's beef massaman was another standout. The beef was cooked beautifully, it was tender and flavorful, and it came with delicious, tender potatoes that soaked up all of the rich, spiced sauce. The dish was packed with bold, aromatic flavors that really brought it all to life. As for the salmon poke bowl, I just couldn't resist all those vibrant, fresh ingredients. I believe, if my memory serves me correct, it had a mango sauce drizzled over top, which tied everything together wonderfully. It was light, crisp, and absolutely refreshing. For dessert, I went with the mango sundae, which is basically mango sticky rice with vanilla ice cream. And if you're a fan of mango sticky rice, like we both are, you're going to love this. But can I talk for a second? Am I the only one who isn't the biggest fan of the white sauce that usually comes with the mango sticky rice? I just find it too salty. And yes, I heard myself there. Just talking about the dessert, you little nasties. Get your head out of the gutter. For Mike's dessert, he ordered the vanilla dream sundae. This came with vanilla ice cream, sprinkles, a waffle cone, and chocolate cereal bits. A good old classic dessert combo. Both of these were perfect treats for a warm evening, and honestly, with the amount of food that we ate tonight, we're shocked we even had room for it all. I guess it just goes to show just how delicious everything was here. We just couldn't resist. Everything we ordered completely satisfied our bellies and left a lasting impression. From the wonderful staff to the delicious food and the unbeatable location, Kan Eang is definitely a spot worth checking out. Chalong Pier is stunning at any time of the day. Whether you're catching the sunrise or winding down at sunset, it's such a peaceful and beautiful place to take in. And if you walk down some of the nearby streets, you'll find the area comes alive at night with a fun, lively atmosphere. It's the perfect mix of relaxation and excitement. All right, from gentle giants to waterfront bites, today was definitely unforgettable. Thanks for spending the day with us as always, and we'll see you in our next Thai adventure. You're not going to want to miss those.
Cut, cut!